Hello there guys, on this video I'm going to give you a platform from where you can share your designs, your blueprints and your tunes. The reason I want to do that is because in this section in Horizon Life, in the star cards, one of the things that you need to do to get the Forza Edition Capri is all of these. And one of them, this one, is perhaps the most difficult. All of the others, you can just grind your way through them. They're going to be possible to do, but it's going to take a bit of effort. This one is completely dependent on other people. So this is impossible for you to just grind your way through it. People have got to like your stuff. So we're all going to help each other. This is a big, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So don't just share your designs like other people. So this is how we're going to do it. If I pop in here, you've got to get rank 5 and all these things. I've done the blueprint one already, so I'm not really bothered about that. But the art house one, sharing your designs, I need to get that up, and I need to get the tinkerer up as well, and obviously this photograph one. So the way we're going to do it, first of all, blueprints. This is the simplest, so I'll cover this first of all. If you have a blueprint to share, go into your blueprint, click on the right thumbstick, that's going to give you a share code. Put that share code into the comments section of this video and tell people about the blueprint. Tell them whether it's in Legoland, Fortune Island or in Great Britain, so they know where to find it. Tell them a little bit about it, whether it's just something to get credits or whatever. Put the code in the comments section and then look for somebody else's code in the comments section, download their blueprint, use it and like it. So as I say, you've got to help out other people if you expect people to help you. So share your code, but also like other people's codes. Now we're going to talk about these two together because you do them in exactly the same way. So I need to pop into my house. So let's get out of all of this. Right, I'm going to pop into the house. Now, whether it is a design or if it's a tune, do exactly the same thing. When you share it, in the description, put K74, and then people can search for K74 in the when they're looking for tunes or designs for their car, and yours is going to show up. So to do that, go over to your garage. If you've already got some designs that you've already shared, then you can pop into your design catalog, and you can go to your designs, and you can just select one. You can unshare it. And then you can pop back in again, you can share it, and in description, just write K74, like that, and say share. Now, sometimes this doesn't work. That did work, right? Not a problem at all. But if this is a car from a long time ago, I've noticed quite recently that some of my things are not being shared, whereas they used to be. So even though I've got, I've just done that one, haven't I? So let me just delete this one. That's not being shared, so I should delete that. But I've got to load this one onto my car first, because I've got the other one on my car, even though they're both identical. So you can't delete them if they're currently on your car. So I'm just going to clean up and get rid of this, pop back into my designs, and I'm going to delete this one. Now you can see this one's got no stars at all. It's not being shared whatsoever, so I'll get rid of that. But what I've noticed is in here I've got 12, I think. Any duplicates? Yeah, there's a duplicate atom. So that one isn't being shared, I'll get rid of that. So there's 11 in here. One of them is completely disappeared. I'm not sure how, but I had a design on a Volkswagen Beetle. It was kind of like pink with love hearts on it and stuff. That one's totally vanished. So something's definitely going on with these. But what I'd like to do now is show you something I noticed the other day, which is really annoying. In my Creative Hub, I am not sharing 11 designs. Now the other day this was on 0. So I've got it back up to 7 by doing what I'm about to show you, and that's going to take it up to 8. But I'm not sure at the moment which ones are being shared and which ones are not. But I think, if I go in here, look at the ones that have got 1 star. I think they're the ones that are being shared, and the ones that have no stars are not being shared. So that one there on the Vulcan, that currently is not being shared. So I'm going to jump into the Vulcan, and this is what you have to do. If you come into your Creative Hub and you find that some of your designs are not being shared, you're not going to get any credit for them, people can't download them. So if that's happened to you as well, this is the way you fix it. So step 1, go to Car Select and jump into the car that you, this is an Aston Martin, so I can just whiz across. So Aston Martin, it's the Vulcan. So get into the car, that's the first thing that you need to do. I've actually got that design on my car as well. Then go to My Designs, go to the design that you created, and load it to your car. Once you've done that, go into Apply Vinyls and Decals and change something. So just move something like 1 pixel. So I'm just going to move that 1 pixel that way. Barely made any difference. Press OK, and now back out and say Save to Design Catalog, and then save it as a new file. Don't save it over the existing one. So you can call it whatever you want. So I'm going to call it, actually I'm going to call it Wasp, as it's yellow and black, like that. And then when it comes up with the share options, make sure you put K74 in the actual description so that it will show up when people search for it. So in the text here, pop in K74 like that. Obviously, if you're doing a new design, then you don't have to go through this process. It's just if your designs are not being shared because there's a problem. So you'll see if I go to my Creative Hub now, it should have gone up to 8. There we go. So I'm now showing 8. So yeah, that design would not have shown up for people previously. It wasn't being shared, even though I'd shared it and it said it was being shared. But I'll show you on one of the others as well, just to show you what I mean. Let's find another one. So this one here is not being shared either. There's no stars on it. But if I go into it, it says unshare. It thinks it's being shared. So the first thing I tried to do, I clicked on unshare like that, and then I clicked into it again and I clicked on share. And I popped down to the share thing, and this happened. There was an error communicating with the Forza Horizon 4 server. Please try again. That doesn't work. What you need to do is you need to load it to the car. You then need to go into the final groups, and you have to move something and resave it. I tried moving something and moving it back, but that doesn't save it as a new file. That thinks it's still the old one. So you've got to go in and properly change it. Once you've done that, you can then save it. Don't save it over itself, that won't work. But save it as a new file, then it'll work. Now, some of these designs were done on Forza Motorsport 5 when it first came out. This one here, I've just done this process with this one. That's why I'm in this car at the moment. But this one was made in December of 2013. So a very long time ago, when the Xbox One first came out. I made it almost straight away. Now, you'll notice here I've got 2 of these now. That one is the one being shared. It's got 1 star. This one is not being shared, so I can delete that. But because that is currently on my car, I can't delete it. So I'll have to apply this to my car and then delete it. So there we go. This is just if you find that some of your designs aren't being shared. So do have a look in your Creative Hub and see whether or not that number is what it should be. Because I was sharing loads of stuff and I had no idea that this was happening. But obviously, people can't download them if they can't find them. So now I'll delete that one. So once you've done that and you have K74 in your description, it doesn't have to be in the name, then people can find it. So to find other people's, go into Find New Designs. Click on the search button, and then in here you can either change this to any car or you can leave it on your current car if you want to. And in this bit where it says description, just pop in K74 like that, and then search, and it's going to come up with any car that has K74. There we go. So this one by Grandpops Auto also has K74 in there. He actually named it K74, so that's showing up. So what I'd like you to do, this applies to any designs you do or any tunes that you do. Put in the description K74 and then share them so other people will be able to find them and other people can like them. So I'm now going to apply this one to my car. I'm going to drive around on it a little bit and then I'm going to like it so that they get a little bit of credit. So obviously don't, as I said before, don't just share your own, download some other people's as well. Now what I'm going to do is where you search for a design, I'm going to search for any car, not just the car I'm in, but any car. And I'm going to download every single one that I like, and I'm going to put them on my car, and I'm going to like all of them to give you all a bit of a boost. So make sure you're doing the same thing in return. Now, what I'd really, really like you guys to do is, if I just change my car again, so let's go to, I don't know if I can do it from upgrades and tuning. Can I change my car from in here? No, I can't. I'm still in that one. So if I go back and change my car, I just want to very quickly show you something. So I'll go into my designs and paints. I'm going to change my car to the RS200 Ford, which is such a nice car, it really is. I did a design on this car the other day, and I was going to suggest us doing a blueprint for this car. Then I realised you can't buy it in the auto shows, so not everybody's going to have it, so I changed that. But anyway, this is the car I did the other day, and I also did a tune for it as well. So if I escape out of this and go into my tunes, upgrades and tunes, and if I go to find new tunes, and if I go to search, and I search for K74, like this, you will see that, oh, I've said any car class, you'll see that it's in there. So that is the one that I created the other day. Now, I'm not good at tuning, so I don't expect anyone to download my tunes because they're good. But what I did for this is, all I did is increased the aerodynamics so that it's got a lot more grip. That's all I've done. I didn't change anything else. And it drives really, really nicely now. It drives nice anyway, but it's easier to control now. So what I'd like to ask of you guys is please, please, please download this. Drive with it and like it, because this is my only chance of getting this stat up, because I'm not a tuner, but I also expect you guys to do the same thing. So just, if you're not a tuner, just tweak something a tiny little bit, like add a little bit of grip or something like that, and then put K74 in the description and then share it, and then other people will download and like your design, but also you download and like other people's tune, sorry, not design. So that is the blueprint's done. Just put your code in the comment section. It's the designs done and the tunes done. Just put K74 in the description and then share them, and make sure you also search for K74, download other people's and like theirs. The only other thing that we've got to do is the photos, but I don't know anything about the photos. I've never taken a photo. I don't know how it works. This is all new to me, but I'm going to have a little crack right now at taking a photo. And I'm going to see, let's get out of the car, like that. I don't even know how you get into photo mode. Is it on the drone? Let's have a look. So, is it in drone mode? Does that get you onto photo mode? I'll have a look. I'm not sure, but I'll see. So I'm in a drone. Cycle, radio, turbo, hide UI. So no, that's not drone mode. That's not photo mode. I've got no idea how you do this. Let's just try pausing. How do you do it? Someone tell me how photos work. I have no idea. Creative Hub. Blueprints, events, tuning, vinyl, livery, photo gallery. Okay, so this is where the photos are.
We have some seriously talented photographers here at Horizon. Have a look here.
I've never done this, as you can tell. So, this is where the photos are. When you share a photo, also put K74, and then people can search in here and they can go description, K74. So people will be able to do this and they'll be able to find your photo. But I don't even know how to take a photo. So there's none in there at the moment. So how do you take a photo? I've got to work this out. It can't be that complicated, can it? So let's go back into here. I'll stop, and I'll press buttons randomly and see what happens. So that button didn't do anything. It's got to be in here, hasn't it? Horizon Life. What about when you're rewinding or something like that? It can't be that complicated. Convoy back, car reset. Is there a place where it tells you the controls? Right, in the settings. Difficulty settings, HUD and gameplay, control settings. Okay, so let's see if any of these get us into photo mode. Oh, it could be a D-pad thing. Oh, it is. So D-pad up is photo mode. All right, now we know what it is. Okay, I'm going to share a photo. So D-pad up. Right, I'm now in photo mode. I've never done this before. So I'm going to take a photo of my car. I don't know how to do this. How do I move the camera? Oh, that's the pitch. There we go. Oh, I changed my outfit look, as you can see. I did the necessary thing to get the driver suit and put that on. Changed my sunglasses and put a hat on. So I'm going to take that photo. There we go. I was going to put my blood type on the door. That's why I put the name on the door. Because my name is Stephen, for those people that don't know. So I've decided that she is called Katumi Stevens, because there you go. But I was going to put like a blood type next to it. I thought that'd be a nice touch. So that's the photo done. I'll now save it. So if you've never done this before, this is how you do it. It's a learning curve for us all. Name the file. So I'm going to call it cat. I'm going to call it RS200. So RS. I accidentally deleted something there, look, so let's go back and change that. Whoops. That's what I'm going to call it. And then when I do the sharing stuff, I'll put the description as K74. So description, K74. There we go. And obviously you can do those other things however you want to do them. And you can put more stuff in the description as well. Just make sure K74 is in there somewhere. So now we're sharing the file. Right, done. Let's get back out of this. Now I'm going to search for it. So, pop yourself into, I assume, Creative Hub. That's where it was, wasn't it? Photo gallery. And after you save photo, you can view it here. Okay. Right, so there's my photo. But what I want to do is search, just to make sure it worked, for description K74. And I'm searching for any car, and everything's set to any. So let's have a search. Right, so there are more than mine in there. So that's the one I've just done. But there's also these in here as well. So like photos to help the person that did the photo get their stats up as well. So that's how we do it. Learning experience for me. So a very, very quick recap. If it's a blueprint, put the share code and some information in the comments. If it is a tune, or if it's a design, or if it's a photo, just put K74 in the description. That's all you've got to do. And also what you absolutely must do is make sure you search for other people's, download them and like them. So I'm going to now like these photos to give all these people a boost. So let's select that one. And let's like it. I've successfully liked this photo. And I'm going to go through them all and do this. And then by doing this, it's going to enable all of us to help each other to get that annoying star card that otherwise would be bloody impossible. So that's that one done. And there we go. I think I can do these off camera, so I'll just finish them off by myself. But that's the end of the video. So as I said, please leave your comments with those codes in there, and make sure you go and like other people's as well. Otherwise, all of this has been pointless. So I'll see all you guys soon. You take care and have an awesome day.